We have someone here with us today who's an astute and result oriented business leader with extensive experience in building material and retail domain. He has a proven track record of accepting strong challenges and having shown exceptional results. His key expertise includes business startups, turnaround of business, brand development, team building, and channel development. He has worked in prestigious organizations like Kajaria Ceramics, H&R Johnson Limited, Larsen and Toubro Private Limited, JK Cement, and Future Group, with a rich experience of handling products like white and grey cement, RMC, tiles, and flooring, sanitary ware to bathroom products, paints, wallpapers, consumer electricals, decor, lights, and furniture as well. He is presently leading the business operations of world number one ceramic companies, Messrs. Rack Ceramics India Private Limited. He is responsible for all line functions and P&L of the organization. From the time he has joined here, he has led the operations of Rack India successfully since the last 2 years and has taken it from a 400 crore company to a 800 crore company, which is the fastest growth for any ceramic company in India. We now join Mr. Rajeev Singh, the president of Rack Ceramics India Private Limited, for a conversation on his journey.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us here at
Thank you.
Relance.
My pleasure.
So, sir, it says that you've started your career from JK Cements as a technical officer, and
Yes.
today you are the president at RAK Ceramics. How has the journey been for you so far?
I started my career with JK Cement, which I got through the campus interview when I was doing my engineering from Kanpur. And of course, that was quite an exciting time when, as a young lad, I got an opportunity right from the campus interview. And being an engineer, I think inclination at that point of time was very much to be in the technical side and to analyze everything technically, being a civil engineer. But sooner I realized that if I have to really move up into the ladder, I think sales and marketing is going to be my forte. And because what was happening, this technical in manufacturing segment was always was a support function. And whatever good work you do, you are always being termed as a support to the branch, not like leading a branch. So quickly, in a span of 1.5 years, I think looking at the capabilities, the management decided to give me a portfolio of sales and marketing. I was transferred to Gujarat, and I
Right.
started from scratch sales and marketing job of cement marketing, which was very tough at that point of time. And but I really, in fact, enjoyed working in an environment where a lot of responsibilities and authorities are given, and the results were also visible in front of you when the market is developing, sales are coming, new dealers coming into your fold. So slowly, starting from a senior executive sales, I got an opportunity to work for Larsen and Toubro Limited, and throughout my career, some good companies I have gone for. I think what really have given me a breakthrough in my career was opting for challenges at most of the time. I have never settled down in my life as far as the comfort or ease is concerned, because
Right.
most of the time, I think twice or thrice, I had the opportunity where I could have settled down and could have really gone for a peaceful life. But somewhere deep inside me, it was there that if challenge is missing, the whole job satisfaction was missing. In fact, if you see my profile, Bombay is my 10th relocation.
Right.
So throughout my career, I've been into various parts of India, not like within the same state, from Rajasthan to Punjab to Delhi, Kolkata, Rajasthan, Bombay, all these places.
Absolutely, sir.
So this I have opted myself in the various points of my career wherein I wanted to have new opportunity, new challenges, and definitely hard work has paid. And today I'm heading world number one ceramic company in India. I was telling you that the biggest breakthrough which has come to my career was working with Larsen and Toubro Limited.
Right.
Even today, after 23 years of experience, I consider two of my companies as the best place to work with. One is Larsen and Toubro, second one was Future Group.
Right.
So these companies not only taught me a lot of systems, procedures, working under matrix, different, line reporting, it's such a big organization, and within a crowd, if you're standing and how you're creating value for yourself, I firmly believe that you yourself is a brand first, then you're selling some other brand. So how you're creating over a period of time a brand of yourself, even though at that point of time a sales executive or a area manager was a very junior profile.
Right.
But if I'm handling it in a way wherein I'm definitely creating a difference as far as the market is concerned, competitors are talking about me, my company is talking about me, my peers are really jealous of my performance. I think that gives a lot of kick in terms of going to the up to the ladder and taking big responsibilities. So I believe the thumb rule for me was anything which is given to me, I'll add value, and I'll definitely show where I'm standing in the crowd. So that really worked.
Absolutely, sir. What a fantastic learning for us in terms of taking up challenges and how we progress through our career in the early stages of life.
When I was in H&R Johnson, I was telling you, I was very comfortable sitting at a place like Chandigarh. My wife was also working. Very peaceful city, very neat and clean city. And then there was a eastern zone which was not doing well in the company, and not only the outstanding, even the sales were at a very bad state, and they were literally at a stage where everybody had given up, saying that east is the graveyard of the salespeople, nothing can improve there. And typically this eastern India was having little people at a age group of 45, 50, 50 plus, where they were just waiting for their retirement to come. That point of time the challenge was given to me, can you really take up this eastern India? When I went to East India, I think the biggest problem which I saw there was that no money is collected. The DOS were close to 180 days, and if you're not collecting the money, you're not developing the market, the sales will also not come, and everything is interconnected. So when I started getting into the details, I found that there is absolutely no visit to the market. People are relaxing at their workplaces. In fact, there is basic decorum or the discipline was missing. So it's not that I have done certain, some magic to the market. It was bringing the people back to the basics, right, bringing the people back to the job, motivating them, and making them responsible for whatever the positions they were into. I, in fact, rather than giving instructions, were always there as a front end leader in terms of how it can be done, because typically the attitude there was that it cannot be done. So unless I go and do it myself, show it to them, just let them taste the success, I think that was really very important. And every month we were celebrating our successes in terms of whatever small achievement we used to get. When we met our customers, there were certain small issues which we could have resolved right there and on the spot, and suddenly the money started pouring in. All hurdles have been removed, their complaints were resolved, their small queries were taken care of, and soon this market became one of the richest in terms of giving you the money and also the business. So from a place where they were selling around 30,000 square meter, in a span of 5 months we could cross 1 lakh square meter. And when I left Calcutta, it was around 1.5. Today they are selling more than 4 to 5 lakh square meters. So that foundation was created at that point of time. And in fact, I firmly believe that success has to be celebrated, and it has to be really shared with all of us, not like to make the workplace very routine, to make it monotonous, that people start thinking that month over month they are subjected to the same target, same. So that actually has helped, and we have taken East back to the track.
We then know that you moved from Chandigarh to Kolkata and then finally to Delhi, where you joined Kajaria Ceramics, and there again you proved a medal. Where we would understand and we would like to know how would you sum your experience there with any key learnings?
I'll tell you, Kajaria is one company. Today they are the super brand in terms of the tile manufacturing.
Right.
I'm talking about the time 2006, when it was considered to be a company which was very much on a hire and fire mode. So I think 100 out of 100 people, professional would have said that if they have an opportunity to join Kazaria, they will say no, because the promoters were very, in fact, harsh on the performance. And I joined Kazaria from Calcutta at Eastern India when the entire market started talking about Johnson. I got an opportunity from Kazaria, and in fact, they gave me everything to take me into Kazaria, and I also thought, let me go and work in a company where I can perform, and still I will not be comfortable. So let me see, can I perform in a 100% owner-driven company? Working in a professional, I had pretty good experience, and environment wise, I was there in Kazaria for 1 year, close to 2 years, and that happened to be my best period in my career because they treated me like anything, because there was result and there was reward, and that was the company which has really taken me from a level of regional to a national profile. And Kajaria was one company. In fact, in Eastern India, they were also struggling like Johnson. And when I went there, again the same story. They were at a range of 35-40,000 square boxes. And the strategy implemented there was quite different, because the outstanding was not a problem there, because owner themselves were very much into the accounting part. So the problem there was getting deep into B and C class cities.
Right.
So everybody was concentrating more on the main cities like Calcutta, or say if maximum to few more cities. But I think I made it a habit that how do we really map the market, how we identify A class cities, B class cities, C class cities, how we can really say that census data in terms of how many population, where we have a what you call MP or MLA, so whether we should have a dealer or whether we should have a retailer. So all learning from cement marketing, where you move into the market on a micro level and appoint the dealer in such a fashion that everywhere you have a representation. So definitely you have more outlets, more sale has to follow, more display. So that was another strategy to do the turnaround in Eastern India, and then I was given another charge within Kazaria to come to Delhi and take over few other zones of Gujarat as well as Tamil Nadu. Um, I think I was in cement trade for almost 9 to 10 years, and as I was telling you that it was becoming sort of monotonous for me to do the same, handle same product. When I ventured into manufacturing sector with tiles and bathroom product, it was entirely a new field. But I quickly learned, and in fact tried technicalities as well as the trick of the trades. Now, 2007, it was the year when modern retail was very much in boom in India. Our number one retail company in India, Pantaloon Retail, which is part of, in fact, a Big Bazaar and all. So
Right.
they are unchallenged leader in terms of the modern retail. They were coming up a very new concept of big box retail like IKEA, Home Depot, your Leroy Merlin. It's the concept which was never seen in India. It was only, in fact, seen or nurtured there in the Western countries. And of course, worldwide, the number one retail come from the home improvement, which was like going to a retail shop and buying your home improvement need. So I had an opportunity to take up a challenging role, which was right from starting from scratch, and to conceptualize the whole thing in terms of how the outlet should be, how will we, in fact, what you call, strategize ourselves from the product sourcing to the product promotion to the total PNL of the product. And the most important thing was that if you are talking about home renovation or home improvement, India is a very different market there as compared to the world, because here the labor is very cheap. I think it's not the market where the people drive in their car, buy the tile, come to the home and lay it themselves, because foreign countries they are very much, I think, on the DIY, do it yourself concept. In India, In fact, DIY is not there. In fact, so much of labor is available. Even to, this company called Bosch, they have a very nice drilling machine or
Right.
the tool sets. It's very good if you are doing it yourself.
Yes.
But even to get one painting, hang at your place, I think we have a habit to call carpenters to fix up the nail or anything. So India is a total different market, and bringing to the modern retail wherein we were luring in customers. We are coming to a big, air conditioned malls and looking at the wide range of home improvement products, and again thinking that we are not adding, cost on the product because of these, offerings. And they were very much used to go to the mom and pop shop, which was next, door shop,
Absolutely.
and they thought that's the best place to buy.
Right.
But I think 5 years what I spent there, it was I think the best learning I could get in terms of understanding the consumer behavior, understanding what age of customers are going for the housing, what are they liking, diversified Indian market, how customer of Chennai will behave differently than customer of North India, how should we really add value without adding cost to the modern retail, and bringing in customers wherein they can come with the family, they can spend some time, they can even for buying tile or even for buying plywoods, decor lights, your electrical items, anything for home. I think people were very much dependent on specifiers like masons, small contractor, and they were actually the architect for them. So, in fact, making so many engagement programs. So I can say that 5 years of these periods were something wherein we were bridging the gap what worldwide we could see and how we can change it in Indian context. So rather than putting it DIY, we created a team of people who can do it for you. We called it as a design and build team, which was in fact taking up the turnkey job and doing it at a very reasonable cost at your home.
Okay.
So customer was very happy that I am buying a product, I am also getting an assured laying from the company.
Right.
So it was working very nicely. But because of FDI, I think, which was not allowed by the government of India, the progress there was not so good as compared to the other market.
Right.
Because to make a break even of a store of size 1 lakh square feet or something like that, our biggest store was Vikhroli. I don't know whether you have seen hometown Vikhroli. That's in Bombay.
Right.
So that was around 2 lakh square feet. So to make a break even with the people cost, with the promotional cost, and also to earn margin was definitely a big challenge. So at that point of time, I thought 5 year had been a good learning. Future Group allowed me to travel across the world to see all modern retail, all manufacturing capacities. So it was the time when I thought, let me come back to the manufacturing trade, and maybe I can try again the same sector.
All right, so we've understood a whole lot bit about this very diverse portfolio of yours. Now we come back to RAK Ceramics, where you're currently working, and since 2012,
Yeah.
you have filled product gaps. You have created a new line of business for the company. You have aligned aggressive marketing efforts in the last 2.5 years to put RAK India on top of the growth chart in Indian ceramic business. And it's the only company to have achieved a growth of 800 crore from 400 crore in a record span of just 2 years, and a handsome growth in bottom line as well. So how did you manage to drive this aggressive growth here, and what were the key attributes that helped you in creating this growth?
Okay. In fact, RAK Ceramics stands for the world number one tile company. But when it came to India, it was having a partner here in India, which around 7 to 8% share, and they were not professionals. They were coming from a business family and like a, old, shopkeeper's mind or something. So they had a different plan to run the company, and this company was going at a very snail speed. And unlike the industry standard, which was approximately 15% growth year over year, this company had shown a degrowth of 5% in 2011. At that point of time, I thought that I can definitely add some value to this company. Let me also see, can I also turn around this company? Because by that time I had shown my results in the zone, in a particular new concepts, in doing something from the scratch. This was the time when the entire business operations was going to be under me, and it was a big opportunity.
Right.
So I took it as a challenge, and when I came to this company, it was having a very different culture, like a few old employees, and they were very close to the promoters, so not really fitting into the international, culture of the company. But there were two choice for me: either you come to a company, start making the people go out of the company and start creating an organization, that would have created a lot of negativity. So rather I thought, let me first concentrate on numbers, let the numbers start coming in, sales start coming in, then my promoter will also have a faith in me, and I will also be able to explain others that my move cannot be wrong. So first priority was numbers. So here, right from putting people at the right places, filling up the gaps, product gaps, starting new line of businesses, so that we are in competition, we are equal in competition, and then slowly this result started coming in. Then the next challenge was, how do we create an organization wherein we have correct HR practices, we have all sort of international policies and process here for the people, that we started doing in. And that was the time when from 400 crore we achieved 617 crore, and then second year again we reached 800 crore. So it was right from changing people. And I firmly believe one thing, that you don't require extraordinary people to deliver extraordinary result. I think a leader job is to get extraordinary result from ordinary people. So that, I think, faith has been generated in the team, wherein whether you are coming from a very high business school, whether you are an engineer, I think if you have a common sense, you can be in my team. And only what I required was the passion, and passion to deliver, and taking work not as a work but as a responsibility, and delivering it. And of course I have given lot of rewards to the team. It was again making them move from X to Y level in a quickest time, because if company is moving, you will also move. That was the punchline which I gave. So that kept the momentum going. Frankly speaking, I am the youngest president in the whole of industry, and I still have got around 15 years to go. So, and still I believe that challenges should keep on coming to us, and anything where the challenges are, in fact, not coming, we should create challenges for ourselves. So I look upon the companies which are growing faster than me, the companies which are really top on the chart. My challenge, next challenge, is that how do I take RAT to the level, because these companies have been in this market for 58 years, 45 years, 28 years, and we had been into this market for the last 8 years. So how do I really cover up the gap and reach to the level of at least top 2 in next 3 years time? That is my challenge.
And we wish you all the best in that.
Thank you so much.